And back home now, Electricity Minister Dr. Kgosientsho Ramokgopa says of the 6 priority power stations under the energy plan, Kusile has now been taken out of recovery and is running well at about 90% of energy provision. Majuba has seen a reduction in partial load losses and tripping, but Matla and Kendall are still proving to be a challenge. Tutuga has not improved and Duba still has issues with boiler fillers. Now, Ramopkgopa mentioned all of this in a media briefing this morning where he updated South Africans on the implementation of the Energy Action Plan. He says issues around the degree to which they're currently able to reduce load shedding lie mainly with Eskom, but that the work being done to bring in other players into the energy space bodes well for the future ability to provide electricity.
There's a general consensus that the rollout of utility scale of PV, the rollout of wind turbines does not degrade the environmental value or aspects of that location. And we are saying that in that instance, where we know that there's a low to a medium environmental sensitivity, there is no need for you to go through, if you like, the full requirement of getting the approvals from an environmental authorization perspective. So it's important that we are able to isolate these areas, identify these areas, and exempt them from that requirement. And you'll know that one of the grievances or one of the issues that have been raised by private sector, amongst others, was the slow nature of the approval process in relation to environmental impact assessment. And from an investor community point of view, that can undermine, if you like, the commercial proposition of the projects that they are putting across, because time is money. We have the pipeline of this energy generation projects have really increased, and now we're talking over about 120 projects. Like I've mentioned before, they are giving us the total megawatts of about 2,000 or 12,000 megawatts. So the point is that there's a need for us to expedite the applications for a new generation. So what we have done is that we are departing from the current arrangement. So a project developer will go to a number of departments, will go to DFFE to get the environmental impact assessment, the approvals, they lodge the application there, they lodge the application with the Department of Water Affairs for water use license, they lodge an application again with Eskom for grid access. So you can imagine there's a number of players there. So what we have done is to create a single window of entry, what we refer to a one-stop shop, so that project developers don't necessarily have that onerous responsibility of going to multiple departments. What they do is that they simply go into this platform and they are able to make these applications. And then a government will organize itself better behind that platform.